Hello there. As always, Jesus is my personal Lord and Savior. Well, this morning I'm going to be showing you step by step how I made this delicious meatball in potato stew. I made this yesterday and it was so delicious. I couldn't help but have it again this morning for breakfast. So I'm going to be showing you how I came up with this delicious recipe step by step. So let's just get right into it. So first of all, I slice up 2 white bread. I took away the back and then I sliced it up into pieces, but the 2 pieces of bread was not enough, so I added a third one. So I used three pieces of bread that I sliced up, 3 slices of bread that I cut up into cubes, and then I pour about a half cup of water on it and I put it aside to soak. I went ahead, cut up my onions, I added onions, pepper, and garlic and blended it very well into my blender. I then went and mixed the bread that I cut up. You see, I mixed it until the consistency was like applesauce. And then I added it to my 1 pound of ground meat, ground beef. I also added the onions, pepper, and garlic that I blended. I added it to it, and I also went ahead and I added some parsley. I added some parsley also to my mixture, and I used my hand and properly mixed my bread, my mashed bread, and my parsley and my onions, pepper, and garlic. Use your hand and mix it well. Afterwards, I distributed it. I used a measuring cup, a little measuring cup, to distribute it on my baking sheet. And then once I was done, I got a clean bowl of cold water to come and mold the meatball. So I'm going to roll it lightly. You see what I'm doing with hitting my palm? I'm making the balls. And so I'll take my time and do it to all of that. I want all my meatballs to be the same size. That was why I measured it up first. And now I went ahead and used some clear water and just roll it. Okay. So once I'm done doing that to all of the meatball, it looked like this. It came up so beautifully. Then I heated my oven to 350 and I put it in the oven for about 40 minutes. So now I went and heated a cup of olive oil and I put my potatoes to fry. These potatoes are kind of half boiled, my potato. Peel it, cut it up, and I just put it in the oil to brown it. Next, I added my green pepper, my bell pepper, onions that I cut up, garlic, and parsley to the oil. I stir fry it for a while. And then by then my meatballs was ready. I took my meatball out of the oven. It was almost cooked, and then I added it to my saute that I made with my pepper and other things that I put in. I then added a cup of tomato soup. I did not use tomato, I used tomato soup. I added a cup of tomato soup. I added some chicken broth. Maybe you would say a cup of chicken broth, or a cup and a half of chicken broth, and then I cover it, let it cook for a while, and then I went ahead and added my potatoes that were fried. I laid the potatoes in it. I also added my spices. Okay, once you put the potato, it's time to add your spices to it. I added some dash, I added some black pepper, I added some seasoned oil, I added some salt, I added some chicken bola, and I went ahead and mix it a little bit and cover it up to cook. So once you can see how it looks. So once I left it, and I will check on it after every 15 minutes. I check on it, mix it a little bit, and then it was ready to be served. And there you have it, a delicious plate of meatball in potato stew. Thanks for watching.